The common belief of majority of people is that intelligence is hardwired from birth, but I am here to disprove that to you, and I can tell you your level of intelligence can actually improve. Have you ever been in a situation whereby people call you dumb and you start to think that some of your colleagues are actually better than you? I have been in a situation whereby people actually call me dumb simply because I could not perform well in school. I got bad results in school. The teachers that I had then didn't actually help the situation, and they start painting me as a dumb person. My friends around me, my colleagues around me started painting me as someone that is not actually capable of learning some certain things because they believe that I could not catch up. Now I got to a point that I realized certain ways that I'll be sharing with you in this video, and this actually helped me to improve my academic performance and as well improved my intelligence level. These are proven ways, and if you apply them very well, it will actually help you and it will improve your intelligence level, and you discover that you became better than those that you think are better than you. Now, before I go into the proven steps you should take in order to improve your intelligence level, I'll be answering most of these questions that you might be asking yourself. Now, the first question is, what actually makes people intelligent? The second question is, are you subjected to genetic predisposition due to certain attributes that your parents have? And the third question is there any way you can improve your intelligence level? So I'll be providing answers to these following questions as we go on. Then afterwards, I'll be showing you the steps you can take in order to improve your intelligence, which actually worked for me. According to research, your level of intelligence is determined by genetics and is also determined by your environment. Now, out of 100%, 40% goes to your genetic predisposition and 60% goes to your environment. Now, this is where most people make the mistake. They feel that once your parents have some certain level of intelligence, they are subjected to that particular trait. But I'm here to tell you that you can actually expand your intelligence. You were given birth to by your parents, and there are tendencies that you pick up some traits from them. But you can actually change your genetic code by fine-tuning your level of intelligence rather than being subjected to the ones that you inherited from your parents. And this can only happen through the influence of environment. 60% is being allocated to environment according to research. And if you are exposed to certain environments that expose you to some certain experiences and some certain things, there are possibilities that your intelligence level can be increased and can actually overshadow your genetic predisposition. Then how can you actually leverage on these environmental influences which can actually improve your level of intelligence and actually overshadow the genetic predisposition? I have some certain steps you can follow, and if you follow these steps through, it can help you improve your level of intelligence and you won't be subjected to genetic predisposition. Before going into the steps that you can follow to actually increase your intelligence level through environmental influence, I want to answer the third question, which is it possible to actually increase your intelligence level? Yes, it is actually possible. You can do that through environmental influence. According to neuroscience, there are some remarks they made about how your level of intelligence can increase, and I would like to share that with you right here. And this knowledge will actually help you to be aware of some possibilities that can actually happen, and you will not have this resentment on yourself that okay, you are subjected to certain traits. I'm here to tell you that when you learn something new, your brain changes, and these changes that goes in your brain actually something to do with your intelligence. Like I said earlier, I said environmental influence can improve your intelligence. Now, whenever you learn something new, whenever you are exposed to some certain things, your brain changes, and the neuroscience call this neuroplasticity. That is, you can change your brain even if your brain is hardwired to behave in certain ways, or if your brain is hardwired to learn some certain subjects. That is, if you think you are good in English and you can't be good in mathematics, your brain can actually change to start working in conjunction with mathematical problems. You think that because your mom and dad are not good in maths, or your mom and dad are not good in certain subjects, there are possibilities that you cannot be good in such. This is actually a wrong belief, and due to the researches that have been discovered by the neuroscience, you can actually change your brain by learning new things. But now this actually comes with effort. When you want to change your brain by learning new things, you have to apply effort, and your brain can only adapt to the learning demands you place on it. So the more you actually face challenges and the more you actually step up away from the confines of your environment, the more you can expand your brain and the more intelligent you will be. So if you go through these steps that I'll be following, this will actually happen to you because you can change your brain. The very first step I would like you to take, if you want to increase your intelligence level or improve your intelligence level through environmental influence, is to expose yourself to books that are actually challenging, books that you will not read on a normal day, books that when you read them you find them difficult to assimilate. Be challenged to read those books, and even if you find it difficult, because when you do that you are expanding your brain, you are changing your brain. But if you do not do this, you'll be subjected to the way you've adapted your brain to work, and there are no possibilities that you can expand your intelligence. If you read certain books before that seems simple to you, just leave it and elevate the kind of books you read. When you do this, it can be difficult at first, but the more you go on with it and you find ways you can actually find your way around it to learn more about it, you find out that your brain will be adapted to understanding those kind of books. And what I'm trying to say has actually happened to me before. I was challenged to read some certain books, to expose myself to some certain materials, and it's actually helped me. It's actually made me improve because I was exposed to new vocabularies. I was exposed to new ways of understanding some things. I discovered that I could understand more complex books. There are other techniques that I would like you to apply, which is interact with people that are smarter than you. This is another environmental influence that can improve your intelligence. If you interact with people that are smarter than you, the likelihood that you tend to behave like them, the likelihood that they tend to influence you, and you tend to talk like them, you tend to behave like them, you tend to do what they do, and you discover that you are actually improving. So you should not always be the smartest person in the room. You should try as much as possible to be among people that you feel that will make you feel dumb. Because when you do this and you mingle with them, you are likely to be like them. The next point that I'll be sharing with you is engage with tasks that are challenging to you. Now, like I said about the book the other time, aside from books, engage with tasks that are challenging to you when it comes to learning a skill, when it comes to exposing yourself to some certain activities. This can actually change your brain and increase your intelligence. Because what is intelligence itself is the ability to be able to adapt to changes. So you should be able to adapt to changes by seeking more challenging paths, by seeking more challenging activities, because with this you'll be able to learn and your brain will be able to change. Because you are learning, your brain will change, and as a result of that, there's an expansion and your level of intelligence will be improved. So regardless of your genetic predisposition, if you take all these steps that are attached to environmental influences, you'll be able to improve your intelligence level. Another point that you need to take note is to be disciplined. From all the points that I've mentioned, you can actually attain a certain level of intelligence without being disciplined. Because I said you should engage with tasks that are challenging to you, and you can't do this when you are not disciplined. Of course, these tasks that are challenging to you are not things that you feel like doing on a normal day because your body is not used to it yet. So you should be able to bend yourself and be able to be disciplined to discipline yourself and go on with these challenges. And the more you discipline yourself and the more you keep doing it repeatedly, it becomes an habit and you find yourself adapting to it. But if you are not disciplined, there's no how you can do this. There's no how you can actually step up to this level that I'm actually explaining and improve your intelligence level. And another thing that you need to take into consideration, which is the most paramount thing, is determination. Because if you are not determined, there is no how you can even take any step or any action from what I'm saying in this video. You can listen to this video on your bed or anywhere, but the only thing that can make you change is to take action, is to be determined that you want change. So be determined, and as soon as you leave this video, take these steps that I've explained to you and apply it, and you see the level of intelligence improve than what it is now. And another point that you need to take note is build up a growth mindset. If you build up a growth mindset, you believe that your intelligence can be increased through effort, through being disciplined, and if you apply the effort and you believe that you can actually change and you can improve your intelligence, that is how you can build a growth mindset. So always have this growth mindset and always have this belief that you can improve in whatever thing you are doing, no matter how it is, no matter how difficult it is. Even if you're finding it difficult or finding it challenging, you can improve, you can do better than what you are doing now. Like I said before, I said that before you can actually improve your intelligence level, you should be able to take on new challenge, you should be able to take on new tasks. And that is why I have this video for you, which is how you can actually approach new contents that are challenging, because this is actually what you need to actually improve your intelligence level. So thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video.